Greetings. This is Phil West, and I welcome you to another Tomorrow's World webcast. Is the Bible able to accurately predict what will happen to mankind? The concept of biblical prophecy is too often undermined and ridiculed. The term apophenia is defined as the tendency to perceive meaningful patterns or connections in random or meaningless data. In religious terms, apophenia is often used to describe those who attempt to make sense of the news by connecting those events to end-time Bible prophecies. The truth is that there's no other source like the Holy Bible. Those who ridicule the authenticity of the Bible do so in ignorance. Why? Because the Bible is the only book that contains fulfilled prophecies. Did you know that Cyrus the Great, ancient king of the Persian Empire, was prophesied by name and office almost 200 years before he was born? This is just one example of many fulfilled prophecies. The point is, since we can prove that the Bible contains prophecies that have been fulfilled, it's critical to understand the overview of prophecy contained in Scripture to help us navigate these perilous end times. Peter mentions that he and the other original apostles were eyewitnesses, walking and talking with Jesus Christ, whose birth, life, and death represented the fulfillment of many Old Testament prophecies. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 19 states, "And so we have the prophetic word confirmed, which you do well to heed as a light that shines in a dark place, until the day dawns and the morning star rises in your hearts." Peter's audience here is fellow believers. He says, we have the prophetic word confirmed. The King James translation renders this a more sure word of prophecy. If you count yourself as a believer, then prophecy should be very important to you. We do well to heed prophecy as a light that shines in a dark place until the day dawns and the morning star rises. That's a reference to Jesus Christ as confirmed in Revelation 2:28 and Revelation 22:16. There has never been a more important time to give heed to biblical prophecy, because prophecy speaks of a time when the bright and morning star will return to establish a kingdom right here on this earth. That same being who came in the flesh as a sacrifice for sin provided a remarkable overview of what we can all expect as He prepares to return as King of Kings. Please be sure to review Jesus Christ's Olivet prophecy in Matthew 24, Mark 13, and Luke 21. The outline that He provides parallels the awesome prophecies contained throughout the book of Revelation. So should we trust everyone who claims to be an expert on Bible prophecy? Jesus Christ regularly spoke to the multitudes in parables. His disciples came to Him and asked Him why that was. And He states in Matthew 13, verse 11, "Because it has been given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it has not been given." Jesus didn't speak to the multitudes in parables to clarify His teachings. Quite the contrary. He spoke that way to cloud their understanding. He did not come to call all the world to conversion. Jesus states further in Matthew 13, verses 13 through 14, "Therefore I speak to them in parables, because seeing they do not see, and hearing they do not hear, nor do they understand. And in them the prophecy of Isaiah is fulfilled, which says, Hearing you will hear and shall not understand, and seeing you will see and not perceive." So Christ mentioned that it was actually fulfilled prophecy, that He would be working through a few called believers, and that the rest would hear, but would not perceive His full message, including His prophetic message, because it just was not their time to understand. If God is calling you to be a true believer, then you should be giving heed to prophecy by preparing yourself and your family for the dark times just ahead. I encourage you to read our powerful booklet, Fulfilled Prophecy, God's Hand in World Affairs. And you'll see that God is once again planning to intervene to usher in His kingdom on the earth. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.